The Virtual Gates of Heaven, a dream play in one act by David Garlock. Scene, the processing center at the entrance to heaven, which has a cluttered but bare-bones waiting room ambiance. Mercilessly harsh lighting suggests a government office or other bureaucratic setting. A ragged waiting room sofa dominates center stage. Stuffing showing through the fabric may give it a cloud-like appearance. A desk and swivel chair are stage right, with a computer or laptop and computer printouts strewn in a disorganized manner. Time, eternity. Music, a heavenly chorus singing "I'll Fly Away." When lights come up, a woman in white is discovered glued to the computer screen in front of her at the desk where she is seated stage right. When not totally focused on the computer, she may be engaged from time to time with some other all-consuming task, such as filing her nails, applying lipstick with a mirror, or other similar preoccupation. She does not look up until she chooses to acknowledge her visitor. Hardcase enters timidly, squints, looks around.
Excuse me, miss. I think I died this morning. I've been wandering around in a cloud all day. Could this possibly be the entrance to heaven?
She keeps typing on the computer keyboard, ignores him.
Can you direct me to whoever is in charge here?
She does not acknowledge his presence, preoccupied with her work.
I may be lost. Do you have a map or a directory I could look at?
Take a seat at that cloud over there. I'll get to you when I'm free.
Hardcase sits, visibly annoyed. She finally looks at him.
My. What have we here?
I think I died this morning. Shuffled off this mortal coil, as the saying goes.
Too bad you didn't shuffle off that cheap suit while you were at it.
Pulls at his ill-fitting suit jacket. Self-conscious squirm, looks bewildered.
Where exactly am I? I can't possibly be in purgatory. I'm not even Catholic. I was expecting to arrive at the pearly gates of heaven.
Always the same old misconceptions. There are no pearly gates anymore. Sotheby's took them on consignment when we had our last corporate restructuring.
Where are they now?
Bill Gates bought them for his estate in Washington. From paradise to Xanadu. How's that for a provenance? Oh, don't look so surprised. The man has more money than God.
I thought that was just an expression.
It used to be. I'm afraid downsizing has become a way of the afterlife.
That explains the army surplus furniture. Can this actually be the gates to heaven?
We prefer the term processing center.
Processing center.
You would hardly expect omnipotence to lag behind technology, sir.
My Bible says I should expect to see gates of pearl.
Do you believe everything you read?
I am a biblical literalist. Of course I believe everything I read. I was looking forward to meeting St. Peter, or Michael the Archangel, or the angel Gabriel.
Peter succumbed to the Peter principle. He was promoted to the level of his incompetence. And then he fell victim to the digital divide, I'm afraid. Forced into early retirement like 3 centuries ago. And there is no angel Gabriel.
Hands him her business card.
I am the Archangel Gabriella.
Hardcase looks at the card incredulous.
But the Bible refers to the angel Gabriel.
King James Version, I see? Not the only mistranslation in there, I can assure you. That version was written BSC.
BSC?
Before spell check. Frown. The road to hell is paved with typographical errors.
So, what do I do now to claim my eternal reward? I'm sure you'll find me in the book of life.
Oh my. We are out of date, aren't we? There is no book of life
is the Reverend Horatio Hardcase.
Sorry. System's down right now.
I don't believe.
Mr. Hotcakes, if you don't believe, you shouldn't be here.
When do you expect the system to be up and operational?
I'll have to call the help desk. Again.
Dials the help desk, which is on speakerphone. The phone rings.
Gabriella, the server is still down since you called 10 minutes ago.
How am I supposed to get my work done?
Starts polishing her nails.
My waiting room's starting to fill up.
Hardcase looks around to see who else is there.
Don't get your wing feathers in our lunch. The system should be back up. Sometime before the next millennium.
Was that Michael, the Archangel, on the line?
Archangel? That was the devil.
The devil? You mean that was the desk help from hell?
Have you ever called a help desk that wasn't the help desk from hell?
No. Everyone I've ever called has been the help desk from hell.
Consolidating resources is the name of the game, even in heaven. Who knows where in hell their server is located these days? And I mean that quite literally. As a literalist, you might appreciate that.
I thought there was a great gulf between heaven and hell.
More ancient history. There are so many stockbrokers and corporate attorneys in hell these days, they persuaded the devil to set up a mergers and acquisitions division. Heaven still operates as an independent subsidiary, but since the leveraged buyout, hell is now the parent company. Oh, wait, I think I see the screen coming there, Con. Thank Beelzebub.
Thank Beelzebub? Isn't that a bit irreverent for an angel?
Who do you think invented computers? Alright, now where were we? Your name is Hardface?
Hardcase.
Very officious keyboarding on the computer.
How are you spelling that? Can't find your name in our database.
Well, there must be some mistake. I was a preacher, a man of faith, a man of the cloth.
Some cloth. I noticed the tacky threads when you walked in.
Fingers his lapels.
Look, I don't care if you were the Pope of polyester. I can't find your name. You'll have to fill out some required paperwork so we can do a background check.
Hands him a huge raft of forms to fill out with multiple carbons.
We can put you on the standby list in case a studio becomes available.
I thought there were mansions in heaven.
There are, but they've all been subdivided into condominiums. You might qualify for a small studio and a basement apartment. I can check, but there's a waiting list. And by the way, you'll have to drop this King James relic into the heavenly recycling bin.
Pulls a blue plastic recycling container from under her desk. Takes Hardcase's Bible and drops it in the bin.
Don't look so shocked. You'll find a wealth of sacred texts on this moth-proof and rust-proof New Age replacement. We issue one to most of our new arrivals.
Hands him a Kindle.
What use would I have for a Kindle?
It might kindle some brain activity to have to pass the time here in the waiting room.
Starts to run through the index of titles on the Kindle.
What kind of sacred texts are these? Walt Whitman's Song of Myself? William Blake's Marriage of Heaven and Hell? The Upanishads? The complete works of George and Ira Gershwin. Popular songwriters.
Truly inspired. I didn't make the list.
Who did?
Does that answer your question?
Unnerved, examining his Kindle.
There's a lot of reading here. Over 5,000 titles.
Heaven is a very eclectic place, Mr. Hardcase. We try to prepare new arrivals for the culture shock. In the meantime, I suggest you start filling out your waiting list application forms.
Starts rifling through a stack of forms and cards.
Filling out all these forms could take an eternity.
I know.
I am not going to wade through all of your Beulah land bureaucracy. Are you telling me I have to sit out here and fill out all all these ridiculous forms? I have no choice.
Oh, you have a choice, sir. You can fill out the necessary paperwork, or you can go to hell.
Are there computers in hell?
Wherever there are computers, it's hell.
This is an outrage. What kind of angel are you? How come you're so grouchy? The Bible says angels sing songs and play harps. They are ethereal creatures without gender, neither male nor female.
When was the last time you had sex?
Excuse me?